Hi, now I'm going to explain another technique to factor only quadratic polynomials. This method is called grouping. Let's see a quadratic polynomial. As I say, this is also very useful for special products. When you have a special product and you have the result, the polynomial, you can factor again this polynomial. For example, x squared plus 16 minus 8x. In this case, we cannot factor extracting factors. Not possible, because the HCF of 1, 16 and minus 8 is 1. And the letter x is in the first term and in the third one. So I cannot take factors out. Let's see another method. Well, I'm going to take the constant term. I have to think two numbers. These numbers can be different or equal, and this multiplication of these two numbers will be 16. Now I take the x term, not the x squared. The x term minus 8x. Okay, these two numbers that I have written here, if I add the numbers, a plus b, are going to be equal to minus 8. The minus 8 is the coefficient of the x term. So let's think the different numbers to see that the multiplication is 16 and the addition is minus 8. Well, if I multiply 4 times 4, I get 16. But if I add both numbers, this is 8. So these two numbers are not possible. Let's see if we write minus 4. Minus 4 times minus 4, this is 16. And minus 4 plus minus 4 is minus 8. Good, good. So the two numbers a and b are minus 4 and minus 4. So pay attention to this. I can write this polynomial again as the next operation. X plus a multiplied by x plus b. Now I have to write a and b. X minus 4 multiplied by x minus 4. As I have the same polynomials, I can write x minus 4x squared. Let's see more examples. Let me see x squared plus x minus 6. Let's see the same. Let's do the same. I have to multiply two numbers and I will get the constant term minus 6. This case looks like more complicated. It looks more complicated, sorry. If I add a plus b, it will be the coefficient of the x term. In this case, the coefficient is 1. So let's look for these two numbers. You can see that if we want to get -6 in the multiplication, we can multiply, for example, 2 times -3. This is my -6. But if I add both numbers, I get -1. So the only possibility is to multiply -2 times 3, this is -6, and -2 plus 3 is 1. So I get that, well, the two numbers A and B are, A is -2 and B is 3. The order of A and B doesn't matter. Okay, A can be 3 and B can be -2. The solution is x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 3. If you multiply these polynomials, you will get the original polynomial. Let's see the last example. For example, x to the power of 2 minus 16. This case looks similar to the first one, but it's slightly different. Let's see why. I have to look for two numbers, multiply. The solution of this product has to be -16. The problem now is that we don't have any x term. But this is the same if we suppose that the x is 0x. So the coefficient will be 0. So a plus b will be 0. So if I want the addition to be equal to 0, I need the same numbers but with different sign, opposite numbers. Okay, so if I multiply 4 times -4, this is -16, and 4 plus -4 is 0. So the solution will be x plus 4 multiplied by x minus 4. And and a is 4 or -4, and b is -4 or 4. Okay, so that's everything. Bye bye.